Howdy folks, I'm Scott Grove here today with another quick lick. This one won't be quite as quick as the others because it's going to take a little more explaining to do. This is intended for you acoustic guitar players out there and for those who are more towards the beginner side. Okay, and as odd as this is going to sound, I'm sorry in advance. No, I'm not. I'm going to teach you to play with yourself. That's right. So, self-accompaniment. So you'll be doing the bass strings and playing the melody and the rhythm on all that stuff at the same time. But going to show you some quick licks on an original song of mine, just for example, but to give you the idea of how to go about this for those of you who simply don't know. If you already know how to do things, there's no need for lessons, is there? Okay? So people ask me about my guitars from time to time. The one I'm using today is my faithful Martin. It's called a, what is this thing called? Oh, the DC, that's right, DC 16 GTE. What's it all stand for? I don't know. But on the side you have, they've changed it since. They went to a Roland preamp. This is the Fishman preamp with the built-in tuner and all that kind of junk. Your knob right, or your button right here switches back and forth between the piezo pickup right underneath here, and if I don't know if you can see it or not, but yeah, you can, right down there, right inside there, and it's on a gooseneck. It's a microphone. Now that I've totally hidden it, which is built in there, and it's on a gooseneck. There you can see it, right there, and you can move it anywhere you want it, and it's great because it's got a stereo plug on the bottom, and you can plug it into your recorder, put the piezo or the electric signal through left side and put the microphone on the right side and process them separately and all kinds of cool stuff. Then put regular mics and so forth on it. So it sounds really great hooked up that way. So the Martin DC 16 GTE, very cool guitar, plus the cutaway is great, and the satin back and side so your fingers do not stick like a regular finish would. So really cool stuff. Okay, let's get right to the lesson. Okay, what I meant to say, well, I know what I meant to say and I said it. This is going to be done, I'm going to use finger picking just to kind of show you the style, but it's mainly the notes and the concept that are the focus of the lesson here. My camera guy needs to get fired, and there we go. That's a little straighter than it was. What I'm going to do is teach you in A and E how to play just the open string. Simple as that with your thumb. And E string. Okay, so that's as tough as it's going to get with our bass lines today and the accompaniment. Okay, but what we're going to end up with totally is going to be this, and then I'll show you how to do it. But this teaches you the scales and kind of how to play along with yourself, self-accompaniment. The riff I wrote for this song was okay, so you can sit there and play with. Okay, so it gets you into that kind of thing. But like I said, the only part I'll be teaching you is then this to E, so just that much. It may take us a little while, but we've got nothing but time. Okay, and let's go ahead and do that. So in A, we're going to use our ring finger starting at the 4th fret on the G string, and we're going to slide it, okay, up to the 6th fret, and we're going to hit our A string with our thumb at the same time. So you end up with Okay. Okay, we're getting ready to pick up our next note, which is going to be, okay, so you're going to be hitting your thumb pretty much every time we hit any other note. So keep that thumb going with everything. So you're going to be constantly doing what I call the crab claw, or that kind of a grip. So I'm using my middle finger right now. Then I switch back and forth, whatever you want to use, whatever's comfortable. It's about what's going on down here that's important right now. Okay, again, 4 to 6, that's how I'm going to name the frets. 4 to 6 on your G string, and play your A string with your thumb. Now we're going to go, okay, this is our E note with your first finger, 5th fret on the B string. Okay, now we're going to hit the E note here again one more time, and do what's called a hammer-on, where you play the notes one time. So you're hitting the 2 notes again. Like I said, you're always going to be hitting this A string every time you hit anything else. Okay, so that's a hammer-on. You take the one finger, using your first one here on the 5th fret on your B string, hammer it on. You don't pick it again. And then back to the 5th fret. So 5 to 7 is a hammer-on. Okay, so far you have again. Now here's the fun part. Okay, we're doing on the G string, going from frets 6, 4, 2. That's a slide. You know how you slid up to it? Now you're sliding backwards. So 6 to 4. Then you actually pick both of them again when you get to the 2. And then you guessed it, we're sliding from 4 to 6 again. Okay? So slowly. Then your thumb 3 times on the A. Again, very slowly. Then you'll have to rewind it from here on out to catch it. Okay, because I'm going to do it as quick as I can. Okay, very slowly from the beginning. Okay, so you see how the notes work. You can use all those notes in anything you want to play. So that now we're going to do the same thing, which kind of changes up a bit, in E. Okay, in E you're going to do this. So the E string with your thumb, 1st fret on the G string. Here's the big jump. Okay, so E and then your G sharp. Okay, so you go from 1, 2, 4, then that slide up from 4 to 6. Okay, and then back to 4. So 1, 2, 4, slide to 6, back to 4. Now we do 1, 2, 4, then back to A, or your A string and your 2nd fret. Okay, that's basically it. So your low one again on the E is your low E string with your 1st fret on your G. Okay, actually, if you wanted to do it my way, since it's my song, you can throw in a hammer on here, which is what I do. So 1, then 1 hammer on 2, 4 to 6, back to 4, then 1, 2, 4, now A string and 2. Okay? And anything you want to put after it. But that is the basics of being able to accompany yourself, which would have been a better term at the beginning, but I'm kind of goofy that way. Okay, so again, very slowly on the last one. Okay, very, very slowly, about a quarter of that speed. So everything at that speed from the beginning. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you can mess all around with that. If you want to mess around with that, that is just on the D string, 2 to 4, that same slide. If you're in E, so you have those other notes. So make up your own songs using this type of thing. If you have to go to the D string, because of the way guitar is tuned, you know, you tune it like here, 5th fret, 5th fret, 5th fret. Then you go to the B thing and all of a sudden have to go to 4. Then back to 5th fret. Because of that, instead of everything being on 2, or 2 meaning the 2nd fret, if you go to the D string, you have to actually start on the 3rd fret to make everything work out. So everything's up 1 if you're using the D string as your root note. Okay, so just remember that. Okay, but as far as your other 2 open strings, that's an introduction into accompanying yourself. Okay, so you can play the bass line. Say, how do I play my song? Okay, there's actually some more stuff going on in there, which is really cool. I'm going to show you what this guitar does really quick. Electrified, and with what's called reverb on it. That's reverb from all over the place. But now, I love it on this song. Check it out. So there you go, once again with the Martin DC 16 GTE, and all you folks out there learning to accompany yourself. That's the way you get started with it, okay? So I hope that helps you out a little bit. And once again, I'm Scott Grove. Check in. Click the link right below. There are hours and hours and hours of free lessons. I have pay lessons too if you want them, but there are plenty of free ones to get you way on down the road without having to pay a dime. So head to the website. You don't have to have any kind of membership, no credit card, no nothing. It's all just free to browse, but that link right below will take you to all the free videos. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to do anything. Just have at it. Enjoy. Learn. Play well. Be happy. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.